Hi, I hope you're doing well today. Welcome back to So This Is Life podcast. This is another episode, and we are happy that you've shown us so much love. Thank you for finding us and for staying. My name is Blessing,
My name is Phidra.
and we are happy that you have found us and that you have chosen and that you've chosen to stay. So sit back and enjoy today's episode.
This is Life, where we are all about life.
And it's
ebb
ebb and
and flow.
flow. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So, Phidra, please take it away, darling.
Here is our situation. So this is life. Hello, ladies. I recently stumbled upon your podcast on Instagram and watched your videos on YouTube. That's how I got this email address. I'm writing to say two things. One, I love your content. Thank you for creating a space where we can openly discuss actual everyday life happenings. Every episode I watched, I can either relate or I know someone who can relate to the situation. Thank you.
That's good feedback.
Issue number two, me and my baby daddy separated early this year. When I left him, I left with our baby boy who was still breastfeeding. I first stayed with him, but after some time, I took him to my mom's house. My mom is happy to have him, but when I spend like 10 days without going there, she calls me quarreling that I'm a bad mother. I should be present in my son's life. I'm not in position to actually live with a boy. I'm thinking about giving him back to his father. When I took him, yes, he was breastfeeding, but also I was bitter about the breakup and I wanted to hurt my ex. And I did. But now I really don't care. I just want my freedom. The dad has two sisters. If he can't take his child, maybe his sisters will help him. I don't know. I just don't want this boy to remain my responsibility. I feel my mom is nagging me too much. I love my baby. I work hard to provide for him, but I just don't want to live with him. Does this make me a bad mother? My mom said I shouldn't bother taking him to the father. That just thinking about it makes me a bad-hearted person. What kind of mother leaves her child with a man? Me, I'm tired. I don't see a problem with it. Do you? Please hide my identity.
To a certain extent, I do. First of all, that's a very chaotic story, chaotic family of mom and daughter. But also for someone who's like a few hours into motherhood, I probably have no business judging moms. But in this one, there's a few droplets in there of bad parenting. It is all giving. I wasn't ready to become a mom when I did. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. But I did it because I probably wanted to. I'm not saying it's the case, but for me, what I'm reading, I wasn't ready to become a mom, but I did it because it happened and I had a boyfriend to keep. When things didn't work, now I'm taking out the one thing that probably means more to him than I to hurt him. Already by doing that, you're using your child as a weapon. And I know people do this all the damn time,
Yeah.
but I don't think it is right. Now here we are. When you take the child to the mother, sometimes your mom wants a bit of stability for your child. Now, also mothers loving on their grandchildren, um, they want to love on their grandchildren, but they also want a bit of stability for them. So your mom is probably worried that at one point, when it is now old news, when you no longer want to fight, you've moved on, you're going to come back for this child. Whenever you feel the need to fight your ex, you're going to keep,
Using the child.
using the child. So I get where the mom is coming from and why she
Do you
quarrels.
think she's a bad mother?
I said there's elements of bad motherhood in there, and I'm going to say that with my chest because I would like to believe that as a mom that loves your child with everything that you have, and by everything that you have, it could be the least, it could be a lot, yeah? You put their interests first. I don't see that in this story.
That's actually what I see. I see
she
her
putting
putting
her-
his interests first because I actually applaud her for knowing what she can manage and what she can't manage. She knows she's not in position to mother this child, maybe full time or anything like that. She's clearly telling us when she goes 10 days, in other words, she can go 10 days and she's comfortable with it. She cannot give him 100%. Maybe his father can give him 100%. Or maybe his sisters can give him 100%.
No, but I have a problem with her being with that attitude. He has sisters. Maybe the sisters will take care. This is your child. What makes you think that his sisters have the energy, the time, and resources to take care of your child that you birthed?
Okay, that part, yes, I
Yeah.
agree. There's a
Yeah.
bit of entitlement.
Yes.
Thinking other people are going to take care of your burdens, your
Yes.
cross, that they're going to carry it for you. There's a bit of entitlement
Yes,
there.
there is.
But her wanting to give the child to her father, I see nothing wrong with that. To his father, rather. I see nothing wrong with that. I think she is being a responsible mother, knowing I will not be 100%. This man is in better position to take care of this child, so I'm going to give this man to the child. Unless she's doing it to spite him, to ruin his weekends, or to, if she's coming from that angle, then it becomes something different.
Yes.
But if her thing is, I cannot manage, I do not want to live with a child, let the child live with someone who wants to live with him.
Do you know the saying that choices have consequences?
Yes.
The day you choose to coitus around and you knew that a child was possible, you knew that you were pregnant, you have to be mentally ready for whatever comes. So what happens if you want to give this child to the father and the father says no? First of all, I'm not even saying deadbeats. I'm not even uploading them and saying, yes, don't be present as a dad. But as a mother, you have to always think, each parent, the father should, but now it's the mother that has written. So you have to think of the worst case scenario. What happens if the child's father isn't ready to take care of him either? Then what happens?
Then they find a solution. They find someone that is willing and ready to take care of this child. Other than the back and forth. The back and forth is not good for this child.
It is not.
It's not at all.
Actually, the mother calls her out. It's the mother's words. The mother actually calls her out first, and I think that's why she became a bit distressed and wrote to us. So I want to agree with the mom first, because what this child needs is stability.
Stability, I agree with that.
A place where he's going to be loved. You can continue supporting. My challenge with that, it feels like, because sometimes mothers, grandparents might not say these things. Some are happy to, but others also feel like you went and you to a certain degree you must take responsibility of your actions.
But let me ask, why is it only the woman that has to take responsibility for her actions? This child was made by two people. Why is the expectation that it's one parent who has to bear the responsibility of physically taking care of a child?
Why are you being sensible?
Why is it expected to be the mother to take care of children? Can't fathers take care of children?
No, they can. They really can. But
So what exactly is the problem here?
I think that the general expectation is based on how young or old the child is. Usually because people think that when the child is an infant, etc., then they are better off with their mom.
Is people you? Are you people?
I am people.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that you admit that.
I am people and 100 others.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that will be
Yeah.
the most popular opinion
about it.
Yes.
And it makes sense to a certain extent.
To a certain
doesn't
degree,
it?
yes. There's
Yeah.
some things that moms can do that fathers may not. You know, that's why they call it maternal instinct and all
Yes,
that.
yes.
But I still think fathers are very capable of taking care of their children. And if she feels like this child is better off with the father, then let her go ahead and do that. It does not make her a bad mother at all
No,
for wanting better for her child.
Yeah, I don't think it makes her a bad mother for her wanting the child to be with their parent, their father. I think for me, the bits of bad parenting, I won't even say bad Bambi, to be fair, maybe just a touch of this and that, is her just dropping the child at her mother's and dropping in whenever she feels like, with no bit of responsibility.
She has told us she loves her child. She's working hard for her child. She's not going away to sit. She's going away to
Is
work
the child
hard
going
and
to
provide
remember that
for her
you left
child.
me at my grandmother's and went to love on me from a distance while you worked?
But if my mother is giving me all that, if my grandmother is giving me all the love in the world, please stay those ways.
No. I want
Stay.
my mother, especially because I know my mommy is there.
I want
and she drops in
consistency.
every now and then. I
I
my
want
mommy to see.
consistency. I want to be with my person. I know this is my person and we are together constantly.
Can I ask
I
an
don't
unrel-
want the back and forth.
Can I ask an unrelated question?
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
kids who say, so, mommy, what about you come back with daddy and you raise me?
I know, right?
Of course, I know that nothing happens, but I also wonder how people ever bring up those conversations anyway when the time comes.
Those
But for
kids
now,
usually are kids that are in school that see it. Because my daughter told me that as well. Yeah, she said, Mommy, everybody in my class lives with their mommy and their daddy. Mommy, everybody in my class, she has a young sister or she has a young brother.
Okay.
When she was like in P2, P3 there. So she could see what the norm was for everyone, and yet it wasn't the case for her. Yeah.
You know what, dear writer, I don't think you're a bad mom. Not
Anymore.
at all. Well,
Anymore.
okay,
Talk
Phidra
less.
has managed to change my mind about you. I don't think you're a bad mother anymore. I just think that now that you've moved on from weaponizing your child, I think now you're in a better place, and that is what is now starting to reframe you as a good mother to your child, because now you are putting your child's interests first without, using him as a weapon of mass destruction. Yeah, but I still think that if you're capable, if you get to a place of stability and where you can, I still feel like your child is better off with you as their mother.
I think your child is better off with whichever parent is willing to take on the full responsibility of parenting. Whichever parent is willing to put in time and put in the effort and be constant. We do not want a child that is back and forth, this side and then that side, and then back with mommy and then back with Jaja and then back with daddy. So if it's your child's father that can give your child this sense of permanence, please, by all means, go ahead and give the child to the father. If you are doing this because you've noticed that every weekend he is
In enjoyment.
right, and you now want to tame him, for lack
Yes.
of a better word, then that is a wrong move. Please leave the child with your mother. And your mom is right. You have a child. You cannot forget to check in on your child and claim to be too busy. Where are your priorities? You can't be too busy to check in. So figure out the best place for the child. If you think it's with the father, well and good. If it's with your mother, who seems to be doing a good job, well and good, but no, you are not a bad mother for knowing what you want.
Just be present for your son whenever you're capable of. There's something that I wanted to say that has totally run off, but if I remember, I'll just put it in the comment section to continue the conversation, I promise.
Thank you for being here. We are looking forward to your comments. What do you think? Is she a bad mother? Is she not?
I've remembered it. Let me just say it real quick. I think that the better parent is the one that provides not only a good environment, but also the people around them.
The
Support system, but also like if the child's father has a new person in their life, if you're thinking of having a new person in your life, like first sort all those things out, and then when both of you have sorted that out, and there's some sort of sense of stability again, then the child is better off with whomever.
We need to have an episode about blended families.
Yep.
Dear writer, dear viewers, if you are in a blended family, please send us an email. If you have a situation about a blended family, please send us an email. It's a topic we'd really like to tackle.
To explore.
Yes.
There's someone out there rolling their eyes. What does she know about motherhood? I know. I'm
She
here to
has
learn as
almost
well.
1 year experience. Almost. I have 11 years experience.
Yes, you do.
But I'm still not the OG of mothers,
Right? Every now and then we all make mistakes and question our...
And it does not make us bad mothers either.
No, it does not. But someone else might think that we are. You know what?
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.